Hey now, it's the Rob from 1061 KISS FM here with my latest video game review. This time I'm going to be talking about Batman Arkham Knight. And this is a review I've been going back and forth with as far as what the right thing to say about this game is, because I'm a huge fan of all the Batman Arkham games, as most video game nerds like myself are. They've all been fantastic. This is the fourth one in the series. And this game is also fantastic, but in my opinion, I know I'm going to upset some people here, this is the worst of the four games, and I would even go as far as to say, by far, the worst of the four games. The game does a lot of things right. They found what a lot of people love from the previous three games, and they zeroed in on that. This game has a dark tone. This game is fun to play. The action remains pretty much unchanged. The fighting remains pretty much unchanged since the very first game. You're still having a lot of side quests, which in the previous three games have been a whole lot of fun and kind of, I'll use the word organic in the gameplay. Like, you know, in the first few games, you're looking for those Riddler trophies, and those were a lot of fun. You may encounter some of those just throughout the normal story mode. Otherwise, you can find them on the map and locate them that way. This game, the side quests are something I've loved from the previous games, and I feel like they took a big hit in this game. I feel like they went with quantity over quality on all of their side missions. For example, there's parts where you're trying to locate firemen as part of your side quest. You need to locate, like, I don't know, it feels like 20 of them. And 20 is just too many when it's the same thing over and over again. You find their location, you beat up a bunch of thugs, and then you untie the firemen. Like, okay, cool. I don't need to do that 20 times to get the point. And that's my complaint with all the side quests. There are a lot to choose from. There are Riddler trophies, but there are far too many. There are Riddler puzzles. When you walk into a room, there's a clue, but there's far too many. There are times where you need to use the Batmobile to disarm bombs in the city, but my goodness, there are far too many of these things that it becomes tedious as opposed to fun. And I just mentioned upon my other huge complaint about this game. If I had to sum up everything negative about this game in one word, in my opinion, it is Batmobile. The Batmobile was what they were kind of crowing about this game. When you read reviews about it before the game came out, everyone was talking about the Batmobile is very heavily featured. A lot of people are looking forward to that. Boy, I really thought that the Batmobile took a huge amount of enjoyment away from this game for me. If they would have used it sparingly, it could have been a really nice touch to the gameplay. But you depend on this Batmobile way too much. I didn't find it fun. I mean, the controls could have been worse and the gameplay could have been less fun with it. They did a good job with it, but they really, really put way too much into what I feel is a monotonous mechanic. It became more of a basic game to me, in my opinion. It felt more like a Grand Theft Auto game at points than it did a Batman game. I still want to recommend it. I mean, it's a Batman game. It's one of the Arkham series, and I'm focusing on the negative because I love the franchise so much. But to me, this is a distant fourth. You know, if you want an overall ranking, the second one was my favorite, followed by the first, and then the third, and then this fourth one. But that's just my opinion. You know, feel free to leave me some feedback, and of course I'll be back with another video game review here at some point in the future. I'm the Rob from 1061 KISS FM, and please subscribe to our video channel.